my elder brothers, they were very much older than I, and then my immediate elder sister, she was, I think, 3 years older than I. So you see that I was actually the baby of the house. So then it happened this way that at the age of, okay, my dad, I had no um I had no knowledge of him due to the fact that by the time I came he was already ill and he had several complications in his health. So there was no mutual relationship. There was no cordial. I don't even know him much because oftentimes he was always indoors. He would be inside his room and there was no relationship. I can't even remember him carrying me as a child. So it was that bad. It was that bad. And then I think I grew up with the care of my mom and my four elder sisters. And then at the age of 7 years, I had to leave my parents' house and I went to stay with my elder brother. That should be our second son. So by the time I went to live with him, my elder sister, that's our first daughter, was already staying with him. So he was very much generous. He accepted me, even though my elder sister was living with him. And we were all staying together in just a one room. If most of you know this building pattern in those years where you have all these looks like slum, all those kind of areas. They call it face me, I face you house. So that was the kind of place we were living. And then we were actually living in one room. My elder sister, me and him. So everything went on fine. Everything went well. He enrolled me into a school. I started school and we kept on living. But then along the line, things began to happen. Things began to happen. My elder sister um, began to develop some kind of character that are not good. She will go to school. I think that time she was in JSS 3. We send her to school, and when she goes to school, she'll pretend in the morning that she was actually serious. She wants to go to school, but immediately my brother leaves, we see that she comes back home. And then there was another neighbor of ours whom she normally goes to. And when she goes to his room, she will stay there throughout the entire school period. So I think my brother got to know about it. And when he actually tried to caution her, what did she do? She left in defiance. So that actually dealt a heavy blow on my brother. She left us, and I forgot to tell us that in a place where we were living, in our yard, let me put it that way, it was mostly bachelors and um, bachelorettes. Bachelors and bachelorettes or spinsters, anyone you call it. But they were just mostly unmarried people. They were mostly unmarried. So there were no kids there. I was the only one who was very small, and my other sister, was actually the one that keeps me company in the afternoon. So when she left, it dealt a heavy blow on my psyche in the sense that the loneliness started creeping in. The loneliness started creeping in. And then another thing happened that period. My elder brother, the love of his life, whom he was actually planning to settle down with, whom he has planned to spend the rest of his life with, jilted him at the brink of they are going for introduction. They went for the marriage introduction, and I think it was during that period that the lady broke up on him, and then his life was shattered. Remember that my elder sister had already left, and then the love of his life did this to him. So it actually dealt a heavy blow on him, and he slipped into depression and slipped into some habits in order to augment the losses that has already come to him. To even make matters worse, I think few months after my sister left, we got a news that she has died.